Hello, this is Capabilitics and welcome to today's session. In today's brief video, we are going to look at the Peto-Peto test. So a test that is used to compare the survival curve between two or more categories. So in our previous video, we used the log rank test to equally do that test. Another test that we can use is the Peto-Peto test. So if you watch this video right to the very end, you get to know how to do the Peto-Peto test using the STATA platform. So as usual, as we have been demonstrating, this is a dummy data set. So just as we have been doing, we are using the dummy data sets that will help us to be able to run the survival analysis. And we are interested in under 5 mortality. The survival times have been labeled as a save time. And then we are trying to see how it differs by the place of delivery. And so to start, we will tap our independent variable, our dependent variable or outcome variable, and see what label is given to it. So we realize that one is coded as there. So that is our interest or event of interest. And so we want to set the STATA platform for the mode for us to be able to do the survival analysis. And to do that, ST sets, then we need save time, and we define our failure, which is the event of interest being there as set, and right away it is set. So now we want to run the summary of the survival time. So we click on that and it gives us the survival time, the incident rates of everything. And then we can then say stratify it by place of delivery. And let's see if there's a difference. So when we do that, we realize that the incident rate of mortality or death is lower among children who were delivered in the hospital compared to those that were delivered elsewhere. And so what it stands to reason is that the survival rate is higher in the hospital than in the, and this can be illustrated using the graph, the Kaplan-Meier curve. Now, to really see whether these incident rate differences or survival differences in the place of delivery is actually statistically significant or not, for which reason we will make statistical inferences or conclusions or deductions. There's a need for us to run tests like the log rank test and then the Peto-Peto test. There's another test that we'll run. So keep watching this video. In our next video, we'll highlight that particular test. So to be able to run the Peto-Peto test, we are going to use this line of code, STS, then test, then our variable of interest, and then we say P2. Good. So here it says that Peto-Peto test for equality of survival function. So this is a test of for equality of survival function. So as you can see here, the chi-square value is 0.39, and then the p-value associated with is 0.5331, which is largely not statistically significant. So what it stands to reason is that the difference we are observing between the mortality or survival function in those who were born in the hospital compared to those that were born elsewhere is, or mostly or largely happens by chance. And the chance element is very high, about 53.31%. So we can make scientific deduction at a p-value of 0.5% means that we have a confidence interval of 95. And that is where we set our experiment to. So with this particular p-value, we can make scientific deduction pairing. So basically, this is how you can go about running the Peto-Peto test for equality of survival function when you have different categories. So assuming that we don't want to just run it by the place of delivery, but we want to go a step further or now look at marital status. So when we click on that, it gives us, so we have never in union, currently in union, and formerly in union. And then here, this p-value is also not significant. You can work around it by changing the variable of comparison. So we talk about parity, and let's see. So here too is also not statistically significant. How about ANC attendance? Let's go to ANC attendance and see. Here too is not statistically significant. So basically, this is how you can be able to run the Peto-Peto test for equality of survival function using the STATA platform. The code you need is STS test, then the categorical variable, then comma Peto. But first of all, you have to verify to see which of the variable or the category of your independent variable is going to be used as your event of interest. Then you also need to set data to the mode for survival analysis. Then this code will help you to be able to know the survival time summary. And then this will help you to see the survival time summary between those categories you're looking at. And then the test comes for you to be able to tell. If you like content such as this, we encourage you to keep coming to learn. And if you're a new person watching this video, we encourage you to subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell so you are always notified whenever a new video is released. And if you're a returning subscriber, we appreciate you for always coming to learn on our platform. And until we meet again on our next one, this is Catalytics, and it's a bye.